So, this is paradise.
If you can afford.
Gentlemen, glad to hear you made it out of New York. Where are we?
Olivia decrypted the data 47 recovered from the bank. We isolated 3 transactions from Providence partner accounts. All made out to Haven, a small corporation operating out of the Maldives.
And what does Haven do?
To the public, they specialize in reputation management for the rich and famous. The real money, however, comes from the covert reconstruction of identities for wealthy criminals. They make people disappear.
The partners are using Haven to acquire new identities.
Yes. Olivia's been attempting to hack the Haven servers, but the owners of Haven are manually resetting the access keys every 10 hours. That, unfortunately, makes them targets.
Haven Island is a true tropical paradise. Owned by the company's founder, Tyson Williams, the island is used by Haven as a combined headquarters and client entertainment center. Current and potential clients are ferried to the island and treated to the very best the Maldives have to offer. Michelin star chefs, a full massage spa, private huts, exercise facilities, and all the comforts of a luxury island resort are made available to them. 47. We'll be sending you in as a potential new client. We've put together a convincing cover story. You're Mr. Reaper, a thief for hire looking to disappear for a while. Your mission on the island is simple. You need to eliminate the 3 owners of Haven. Tyson Williams, founder and rumored tyrannical CEO of Haven. Ludmila Vetrova, a former confidence artist hired by Williams to serve as a client recruiter and handler. And Stephen Bradley, technical wizard and the brains behind Haven's proprietary software platform.
With the owners gone, Olivia will be able to penetrate the Haven servers long enough for her to secure the new partner identities.
I've uploaded all the information we have on the island and the 3 targets. Best of luck, gentlemen.
I don't rely on luck.
Well, a little wouldn't hurt.
And welcome everyone to another Roulette Rounds World Championship 2024 Group D group stage match between zRune and Phanium. Joining me on the cast today is Moo. Welcome.
Hello, hello. Thanks very much for having me, Curry.
Are very, very welcome. We will head, as we just saw, to Haven Island for our first map, which is going to be followed by another Haven Island for our second map, as this is a double Haven match. Both players have picked it. The third random map, unfortunately, will not be Haven, however. We will see some variation.
Is that possible to happen?
I don't think so. I don't think the random map can be one of them that has already been picked.
Yeah, we would have seen it by now, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody hoping to you're ready for some relaxing island gameplay as we jump into the first Haven spin in just under 5 seconds. And yeah, Moo, you can go ahead and talk us through this first spin.
Alright, so for the first spin, we have Tyson Williams, Electrocution as bodyguard, and then Stephen Bradley, Drowning as snorkel instructor, and Ludmila Vetrova, Loud Pistol Masseur. So it's very Villa heavy, I think.
Yes.
Super fast Tyson. I don't know if... yeah, it's very emetic heavy as well. I don't know, not much more to say other than that, right? It's very standard spin.
Yeah, the kill methods are pretty standard. Drowning for Steven is super convenient since you mostly just emetic him anyways. Loud Pistol for Ludmilla can also be done from the standard emetic ISO. since that is going to be a soundproof bathroom. And the Tyson kill is super quick, as you said, because it is an electrocution. There's a bathroom right next to the cinema. And the kill can easily be done there. We also see both players starting off as the Villa staff. Phanium cleared out Ludmilla. No, that was Ludmilla's bedroom, I think, versus zRune directly going for the cinema.
Yeah, it's same with every Haven. I always say it, like, you've got to be super locked in for the beginning of this Haven because it's so busy. When you just start Villa, you're KOing many things, you're picking up many things, probably getting a kill. So both players are locked in so far and zooming.
They are indeed. As we see, Phanium already has KO'd Tyson and is getting grabbed the bodyguard disguise. Meanwhile, zRune about to do the same. Tiny bit slower. And the electrocution took a bit to register for Phanium there. It was a bit scary when he pressed it and it didn't immediately pop up. But that is the electrocution kill done for Phanium. And zRune will follow in just a second.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised, to be honest, that both players did this electrocution. I don't know why, but in my head I was just thinking we'd see a jacuzzi kill, but it'd be quite awkward now I think about it with bodyguard, right? You probably have to
yeah, I mean, it would work. You could technically, I think, just put a taser in the jacuzzi, get bodyguard and leave, and then at some point just trigger it, but you gotta fix it as well, I think. Anyways, this is a little bit easier.
yeah, for sure.
As both players have successfully picked it up. zRune gonna take care of cameras. I don't think that's something Phanium did. Phanium getting an early seeker on Steven, however.
Well, I see a Jurian on Phanium's side. It looks like he's going to Jurian the Snorkel, which is a very smart decision, right? You're waiting for the path in on Steven anyways, so eliminate any potential rip or risk, maybe?
Yeah, the Snorkel Instructor does have some weird... He's in quite an open area, so sometimes it can be a bit difficult to grab him. He's actually switched to trying to use a banana now, it seems.
Is the Jurian... I don't know, maybe he's just bought Jurian for options. He could bush law very well here. Oh, no, he has Jurian now.
Yeah, now he's used it. He tried to not use it there. Could have used it for the Masseur in the end. Probably could work as well. But now he just opted to use that for the Snorkel Instructor. And is actually going to go for a Masseur while he's waiting for the pathing on both Steven and the Snorkel Instructor. So yeah, Phanium definitely trying to speed this up as much as he can.
Yeah, Phanium's, I'd call him a Haven specialist. He really likes to mix up the Steven and Lud kills at the same time. So the fact that he didn't get his initial intended Snorkel grab might offset his times a little bit. We'll see, I'm not sure. zRune, however, is basically doing the same thing Phanium was doing a second ago. He's trying to lure into the bush, and it's going to fail, right, from what we just saw.
Yeah. For zRune was a guard, I think, that was investigating that. For Phanium just was the other NPC around there. zRune has a blue egg and might just use that to get the Snorkel Instructor.
Yeah, what is Phanium looking for a loud pistol or something here? I'm kind of lost right now, if I'm honest. I'm not saying they're doing anything out of ordinary, but I'm struggling to follow along.
The one thing, yeah, I think the Snorkel Instructor went to a different bathroom and has bullet impact noticed. This could be difficult for Phanium.
zRune has ripped as well. I didn't see what, and so has Phanium. That was a mirror, I believe, that got in there.
Probably mirror. Since there's the big bathroom mirror, which the Snorkel Instructor was running towards. And that's a restart for both of them.
Very rare you see that on Haven, I feel. 2 rips at the exact same time. They weren't the same thing, but I don't know. I just feel like I don't see that very often in Haven. Might be wrong.
No, certainly. I think with longer maps, it's even less likely that both players will rip at the same time.
Yeah, even though everyone starts at the same location a lot in Haven, there is always variance in how people like handle the villa. What are these red guns for Phanium? What?
Yeah, that was weird, Could be some weird mirror action as well, or something else Hitman did not like.
The mirror was probably involved in that rip, but I still didn't like it.
Yeah,
That was
that shouldn't have been read there. That's for sure.
So yeah, we've got a small zRune lead. I would expect it probably to even out slightly, as Phanium likes to optimize, like I said, the Steven and Lud kills over probably say the average roulette player. He's in his own bracket for that.
That does make sense. So we also saw Phanium's Snorkel Instructor grab already doing the Masseur parallel to it. Was not something Phanium did in their last attempt, which is definitely gonna net Phanium a lot of time.
Yeah, a bit going on zRune's side, but he's finished the villa. There's the kill. He's on his way now, kind of. He's going to grab a pistol, perhaps.
Yeah, he's going to grab this pistol and take care of cameras with it while he's here, which is a smart thing to do, I would say. It's an easy way to get rid of the cameras. Otherwise, if you're clipped, you're going to have to come back here and gonna have to take care of them later.
Progress to the proxy taser challenge, yeah.
Is that the reward for that challenge?
Yeah,
I did actually not know that. I don't think I have that challenge either.
Pro tip, do not unlock it. I do think it has some uses, but it will more often than not make you pick the wrong one and kill yourself, probably, than actually help you. I wish I could hide it.
That is fair. We need a favorites tab in the inventory, so we can just like mark items as favorites and then just have like a shorter selection of things. That would really help for us, I think.
We did kind of have that in 2016, I think. There was favorites, favorite loadouts maybe.
Oh, you could be right, actually. I'm not entirely remember. It's been a while since I played 2016. But we have a scoring update, as there is another match ongoing. Hausen has won Paris in 7 minutes and 32 against Alex Hiller.
Yeah, well done, Hausen.
A nice lead in. So
yeah, Phanium has a Metic Steven, I believe, and is cramming his Masseur grab inside of it, and just the usual juggling we were talking about before. A bit more straightforward things happening for zRune, which I like, 'cause it's easier to follow. Grabs the Masseur before coming over to a Metic Steven.
Yeah, which isn't... I'm not even sure if that would be a huge time loss. Since, yes, you're gonna have to wait for Steven walking, but also gives him more time to now figure out the Snorkel Instructor grab here. Which he managed to do very nicely now with a blue egg. So that's those two disguises already taken care of. In the meantime, Steven is still inside that hut. There are ways to secret him in there, but Xeon's opting to play it safely here.
Small little thing I like, that he has got the snorkel secured. I won't give him a massive lead so far, but like we see from Phanium, he's still actually got to solve this problem of grabbing the snorkel. It's like the only difficult thing in this spin, and it is quite a difficult thing, because he is a pain.
And now it worked out for Phanium.
He's got it.
And yeah, this is likely going to be where Phanium can catch up a little bit of time, since zRune now needs to wait for Steven to actually get to the bathroom, while for Phanium he's already there. He does have this guard though.
Ooh, okay.
Manages to still get Steven back into that toilet after he tried to get up after seeing that guard. And both will do the drowning kill at roughly the same time. This is getting really, really close.
Yeah, would you say he's just taken the lead, perhaps? It's very, very close, but maybe... Yeah, I would say it is in the lead, right? Because Ludmilla advancing further is actually time lost rather than gained, so... It is just a small foot race, I'd say, that's between the two players right now.
Yeah. Interested to see. Ludmilla has now approaching the first stairs for Phanium. Easy point to secure her right here. Or just use the durian that he still has in his inventory. Very nicely done. While zRune still needs to run upstairs and get the Seeker Dart out.
It looks like he might be doing some kind of crazy cheeseburger thing. Or just delaying the guard outright. Yeah, he's just delaying the guard. I'm not sure why, but I thought he might soft KO Ludmilla and then shoot her in the head for a second.
Yeah, I mean, might have worked. Tries to soft KO that guard now, however.
I don't know if I agree with that for whatever reason, but it's worked out and he's probably going to get the finish here. But yeah, like we say, the optimizations did prove to be the deciding factor. And he did catch up his little deficit. So well played for that.
Could be a photo finish still, but gonna be a big one at that. Phanium out, 11 minutes 33. Ludmilla still running for walking 4-0 on this. Also still a hand washer guy and Ludmilla's guard, who are gonna take him a little bit more time because he has to wait for those two to exit the room for it to be soundproof.
Do I give them 30 or 45 here?
I think it's 30 because it's within the first 20 minutes of a spin.
Okay, so that's a GG's then.
It is a GG's.
No, it's 45 in for what's said.
Is it 45 already in the first one? I mean, either way, they're exited now. It is, what, like a 35-second difference?
Yeah, that should be a formality, but we'll work it out, right? I'll get the message posted and
Yeah, I mean,
do it.
At this point, it's kind of expected. Oh, it's 30, 45, 60. All right, then I thought for some reason it was like 20, 30, 45 or something. Didn't know there was another. Or I had it shifted by one. So it is still a photo finish. But yeah, as kind of expected, zRune has waived their rights to the photo finish.
Alright then.
So we
Thank
can
you, zRune.
call this first Phanium in this first Haven in Phanium's favor.
Phanium. We have 2 Phaniums. I am actually terrified, to be honest.
What we will have another one of it though is a Haven, straight after this one, which could at this point also go to zRune again. Did see both of them, well, photo finishing this map, even though it's a 30-second difference between them, certainly shows that zRune has the chances to take a map off Phanium here, which is not an easy feat, to say least.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we'll see 2 points to Phanium in just a second. There we have it, and yeah, as we mentioned, first map is Haven Island, second map also going to be Haven Island. Not sure if there was a gentleman's agreement there or anything, or it was just those two players agreeing, or not agreeing, but coincidentally both picking Haven. Also an option. But yeah. The stats now, however, will not be 100% correct anymore, since it takes the stats from before the match. So the one Phanium is supposed to have one more Haven win, and zRune is supposed to have one more Haven loss. However, that doesn't change their stats too much. Of course, Phanium's now 23-0 versus zRune's 7-8-1. But maybe, as we see, they could take another map here.
Yeah, I mean, zRune didn't get like washed there, right? It was just a very, very close game, and we even saw it technically was a photo finish. Quite a long one, but still, he was well within the range to believe he's got a very high chance of this map as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, both players had their restarts due to different different issues. So yeah, this next Haven definitely gonna be interesting, and I think this is the best result technically zRune could have hoped for, because I don't know, if you're playing the same map twice, if you lose the first map by like a lot of time, I'm not sure what that does to your mental, and you gotta like reset that before going to the same map again that you just lost. But here we have a photo finish, even though it's a long one, it shows zRune they can surely win this, and that should maybe boost their confidence a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. It's would have been a lot harder to reset if you felt like you were outmatched, but you're definitely not going to feel outmatched right now, are you?
Exactly. I mean, almost took the map off Phanium. Not an easy feat, but maybe they'll be able to do it now. Possibly even a new map record. 5 minutes 37 seconds. Quite low, but not unbeatable. Depends all on the spin.
Yeah, let's see who can step it up. Your turn to read, is it?
It is. It is going to be Tyson Williams' explosion accident in the gas suit. Stephen Bradley, scalpel, personal trainer with no target pacification. And Ludmila Vetrova, silenced assault rifle as the chef. Not too much harder than the first spin, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say this one's slightly more flexible. Probably will still see Villa start, but you could opt to clean up Tyson and Ludmilla. I mean, Stephen and Ludmilla, sorry, and then head to Tyson last. Very viable too. I don't expect to see it, just thought I'd note that that is for sure an option.
Yeah, I guess personal trainer start, for example, would work well here, especially since the Tyson kill in the gas suit. It's a disguise that is, I think it's illegal in the upstairs area of the villa, but you can at least freely roam the area, which does make Tyson kills a lot easier.
Yeah, and of course you can just rush him as fast as you want at any point and just set it up remotely as well if you've brought the correct loadout to do so.
Exactly, which seems to be what both of these players are doing right now.
Yeah, looking like I guess mirror start to the last one, right? Just straight into the cinema room, take out the guard, isolate Tyson, and then a remote kill again. Obviously, the kill will happen a lot later because it takes a lot longer to grab a gas suit than a bodyguard, but ultimately it's the same idea.
For sure. And yeah, we see Phanium took care of both the bodyguard and the regular guard, and they are set up the kill. And zRune so far only got the bodyguard. The regular guard. Bodyguard is gonna follow in just a second and probably gonna do the same. Just gotta make sure to hide those two bodies, since most likely guards will come very, very soon after that explosion goes off.
Yeah, very smart to do that. I guess one thing that's crossed in my mind, I don't know if it is worth mentioning, but this is something the micro proxy taser does allow you to do. You could, in theory, place a propane leak in somewhere where Tyson's going to be shortly, and then run and get the gas suit without dealing with anything other than that, and he wouldn't blow himself up as he approaches it. Not that I never expect anyone to do that, it just crossed my mind.
would work. Could actually save a little bit of time if you manage to set it up in a spot where it's only killing Tyson in the end, which might be the harder thing to actually do.
I can't get proxy off of my mind info, I'm sorry. It's the new hot item, okay?
Indeed.
And it's related to this map because it comes from it.
And yeah, Phanium did pick up the first kill just now. Managed to grab the gas suit nice and easy. Remotely detonated the explosive. Or the taser rather, which did detonate the explosive. And that's first kill done. zRune still on their way to pick up the gas suit, but is gonna follow shortly after.
I didn't need to knock him out.
Yeah, I must say, exiting the villa at like 2:35ish after getting gas suit, isolating Tyson and all that is very quick from Phanium, so I would say he's flying right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I guess we didn't expect anything less from Phanium, but sure currently runs in his favor.
getting a few washes as is, doing a few illegal things, but I guess it was never that close. It was making me a little bit nervous, but yeah, it was never in any true danger, just appearing to be. And there's the gas suit as well for zRune. You can see on the IGT that there's like a good 30 seconds a difference between the two players, tying up the same kind of things. It's definitely not slow from zRune at all. This is probably what you expect from everyone else, almost.
Definitely. I think zRune took a little bit longer infiltrating the underground area since they did not pick up a keycard but had to wait for this technician to run out. So that just cost him a little bit of time, which might be where Phanium gained that time. But yeah, as you said, still very, very nice. Nicely done from zRune.
I feel like they drag bodies into their...
Interesting. Yeah, this is an interesting grab from Phanium. Makes sense though, right? Just using an on-map law, banana placed. Distracting everyone who might be a problem, and then zero risk. Pretty fast PT grab that.
Where are they facing?
Indeed, I think that's actually one of the safer grabs as well. And easier grabs, I had to guess. And yeah, as you mentioned before, is gonna juggle Ludmilla and Steven, as it seems, with a long arm seeker on Ludmilla now, which did hit. And will now have to go quickly kill Steven, get the chef disguise, and kill Ludmilla afterwards.
Yeah, like I say, that it's Phanium's overall game plan, I feel, for most of his maps. He likes to play the meta strat and then do a few optimizations that he knows other players aren't really going to perform. And that's why he likes maps like Haven and Sappy, I believe, because he can just execute what someone else is going to do better than them.
Probably, and by the looks of things, Baron did not lock onto the wrong person. Phanium is picking up the Stephen Bradley kill.
Yeah, I was worried for a second there on the lock on it.
Yeah, it did. He did hesitate for a second as well, because Stephen, I think, was like moving or something, and yeah, you do not want to lose the run there to throwing the scalpel at the wrong person.
zRune's got quite the weight for the Emetic PT, right? He's probably only halfway to the bathroom, and he can't really knock out Stephen unless he... Oh, he can't, right? Because the spin doesn't allow him to do so.
Exactly. And knocking out the guard will also be a risk, because Stephen might see that and then start a panic. So zRune definitely on the timer right now. Currently still, it seems like Stephen is puking where we won.
Forgot.
Yeah, I think he's got this.
Ooh, he forgot to pick up the scalpel, which is gonna again add to that time. It's not far away, but it's gonna take him some time. Hausen has just also won the second map against Alex Hiller, Colorado.
Yeah, he's doing well, Hausen. But yeah, all of it. zRune has made the kill, but I don't think it's going to be for anything, because Phanium is literally seconds away from exiting, and there's no way zRune's catching up.
Indeed, and zRune even gets ripped now. There's a guard, I think, investigating either the shot or the KO on the lifeguard after grabbing the scalpel. So that's a Phanium exit in 7 minutes, and well, another map to him.
Yeah, well done. And yeah, you do need to bring the silenced AR in on this map. There's not many maps that do have them.
Yeah, our next map, however, does have silenced ARs.
Many of them.
Plenty of them as well, yeah. It is gonna be Dubai, which was our randomly picked map. Yeah, again, stats currently favoring Phanium. 26 and 1, been here 27 times. 0 on the other side, only been here twice. Won both of those though, so that's 100% win rate right there. But Win rate sadly isn't everything.
Yeah, I mean, if you're capable of doing a Dubai, I guess in under 3 minutes, that's just one rip from an opponent and you're flying ahead of them. So even if he has got a 344 PB now, he's definitely capable of better than that, and I'm sure that wasn't a perfect run.
Yeah. Just with Dubai, it's also getting more like towards the theory of like one rip and you've almost lost the match. I mean, on any map against a great player, it's almost always one rip and you're likely to lose.
Yeah, that's true.
but with these really short maps like Dubai, like Dartmoor, to call it the extreme on there, those are very quick maps, where every rip matters.
They all matter, but I feel like on the small maps, you start to sweat a lot more when you have rips because there's just a lot less things to go wrong, right? When you're on the map for less time, so.
So you gotta execute everything much quicker, but if you don't, you're also likely to lose.
Yeah, and there's a small difference in the pre-plans here. There's like something that was quite important in a few matches that I've watched in the past, where the smart play, I guess, is to smuggle a second trank, but like the small gamble play that you can make is bring one of the few weapons that isn't on the map, which is a shotgun on Phanium's side, and chuck that in the most prominent smuggle. So if that does somehow come up, you can hit go like, I don't know, 6, maybe 7 or 8 seconds faster. I do remember a match, Observer versus Infofun. Infofun had the shotgun smuggled and Observer didn't, and it did come up, and it was quite a big difference in how quite quick Infofun got in the map because of it.
Yeah, definitely. With maps like this, just having the correct thing pre-planned can make a big difference. As you said, firearms always a good option. I sometimes like to gamble for an ejected poison that I pre-plan, because that's usually something you gotta bring as well if it comes up.
Yeah, there's not many maps where it's there, and even if it is, it's worth grabbing. It's always in some kind of locked area or whatnot.
Exactly, but these pre-planned gambles can certainly pay off, and if they do, that's a big advantage to the player already.
Yeah, and the blue egg as well was a nice development just by it coming out, of course, but people have learned many ways to use it, specifically on Marcus, to like get him in his small starting area like straight away, kind of like you do with Carl. Don't let him move and take him out.
Yeah, so lots of options to use that there. Only difference between them so far is also the starting location. Guard for zRune, Art Crew from Phanium, both pretty much next to each other, but let's see if the gamble pays off in this spin. What have we got?
We have Carl Ingram Fall Event Security and Marcus No KO Silent Sniper Rifle as suit. So that blue egg could come in handy if you choose to kill Marcus and then Carl after, or you could alternatively just go up to Carl and kill Marcus after, and that's how you describe Dubai, I guess.
Phanium is starting in the suit. Oh yeah, because you need it for the spin. Okay, I'm just blind. I was very confused there for a second why Phanium replanned to suit. I was like, why did you just start security here? But that is perfectly the correct decision. And yeah, Phanium first
a way to get suit back, I believe, but I don't know if it's available to do glitch free.
I don't think so, sadly.
But yeah, I'd imagine it's a quick blue hat grab and then Carl and finish with Marcus, judging by the pathing, although I'm not sure which blue hat you actually get, so maybe you've just got to isolate Carl, because he does walk off from the start very fast if you don't.
Oh, that's true. If you start main start, the Sheik's talk is gonna trigger, which will cause Carl to walk away after a bit. And that bit seems to be exactly right now for Phanium.
Yeah, so now he just needs to zip back down and get Marcus. But we actually see on the other side, if zRune can pull this off, which I don't think he will, he's not done it now. He did go for the faster strat there. He could have killed Marcus and then headed up to Carl in the correct disguise and just made him in time. It's a gamble that I can definitely appreciate trying, especially if you clock that you didn't get in the spin very fast, because you know Phanium's going to, and he's not far off being done already.
Indeed, grabbed the kill on Marcus. I was seconds away from the door. Very nicely done. As Marcus and his guard were very far apart from each other. Needs to take care of this one guard right now. Otherwise, he's gonna spot those KO'd bodies back there.
Yeah, it's a shame that zRune actually went for the faster strat and didn't succeed, because Phanium has definitely lost enough time here for somebody to just beat him outright on the same strat for speed.
You got him, 47.
But that is the power of being a top player, is you have that
Let's move on to Carl.
aura, so to say, that people believe they have to be perfect to beat you when it's not necessarily true.
Yeah, although for zRune, he's just killed Carl and he's just killed Marcus, and Carl is already walking away from Suitstar. It does take a long time from Suitstar to get up there. Tried to delay it with a shot, but it's not gonna be enough. Phanium will take this last map and win the match 6-0. 6 very, very important points for his group stage advancement.
Yeah, it's a small shame. I do understand zRune's approach. It's probably something I would have tried sending, and it obviously when you've got clarity of the whole match, you see it's not correct, but from his perspective, I definitely understand his approach, and I do admire it.
For sure, for sure. zRune definitely showed that almost all of these maps, or pretty much all of these maps, could have gone in his favor as well.
Yeah,
but
very close game, despite the scoreline.
indeed, score is not everything all the time. Let's see what this does to the groups. So I think, if I saw correctly, the other match has just finished as well while we were on that last map. It has indeed.
Yeah.
Let's see, I'll probably need to refresh this since it's still open from my last cast. This was a Group D match. So let's quickly look at that. Phanium extending his lead to 24 points. Looking pretty good for advancing to the knockout stage. 5 matches played, 2 more to go. With another potential 12 points from those 2 matches, he could bump it up to 40 points flat, if my math's correct. No, that's not correct. It's 36. It's 36 points that Phanium could end up on.
3 people are really emerging as the favourites here in this group. I know they've played more, but having points down is a lot better than having games to play. So
That
looking
is
like
true.
3 strong top opponents so far.
Yeah, we see Chris currently in second spot with 16 points and Luke in third place, 15 points. Chris on 4 matches, Luke on 3. So they definitely capitalized off of those. zRune currently in shared 4th place with some random person on 2 points. zRune does have 1 more match played than Randy, however. And yeah, Linux Penguin 1 point, and Miklas and Ashton currently on 0 points with 1 and 2 matches played respectively. And yeah, let's see. We do have some more matches today. Roulette will not stop. And let's see. The next match is going to be in 25 minutes. It's going to be Oh Shit Man versus Dane Nomos playing on Sapienza and Mendoza. Currently no caster assigned yet, but I'm sure we will find someone in due time. An hour after that, Linux Penguin is going to face off against Chris X3 on Haven and Berlin. And then that's it for, in Europe at least. There is another match tomorrow morning at 4:30 a.m. Paraply versus Red Fox. 1 at 5 a.m. Max Masters versus Music Inc. Lukta at PNG versus zRune at 7 a.m. And then somewhere in the afternoon at 16, which is a much more reasonable time for a European to be awake and watching roulette, I would guess. And yeah, as we can see, lots of matches scheduled, 75 additional ones that do not fit on this page. And yeah.
Pretty quiet day, to be honest, compared to what we've been having, so that's
That
nice.
is very true. Quiet day for a change. but more RuneLad will come for sure. And yeah, I guess at this point, all I have left to say is to thank you all very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the cast. Thanks to the two players for playing, and best of luck to both of them for the rest of their group stages. Thanks to Moo for adminning and co-casting this match with me.
Thanks for having me, man. It was a blast. I really enjoyed that match.
Me too. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the cast. I hope to see you soon in another Ruled Rivals cast. Thank you and goodbye.